Here's a copy of the Constitution and the laws that apply for Arizona. You guys don't want a copy of the Constitution?
Hey, I just left PSB. I was supporting a friend. They refused to take a copy of the Constitution. Don't be like PSB.
Hey everybody. Wanted to share a little video with you this morning. Today we're going to look at 3 officers and their reactions to being presented with questions regarding the Constitution. So the first part of this video we're going to check out was when I went down to support DirectD down at the Phoenix Professional Standards Bureau. And what I really want you to look at is just their overall demeanor once they've been presented with the Constitution and the laws that applied in this situation for DirectD.
Do you have anything else to add that you think I know for going forward at this point?
No, I think that's sufficient. I do have a point to make about this.
Sure.
The criminal charges were found not relevant in his case because they tried to cite refusing to obey an officer. Now, I have no obligation to obey an officer when I'm not involved in a traffic stop. So if you guys are going to look for this as a loophole, that whole refusing to obey all revolves around traffic incidents and the detainee at a traffic stop with a police officer invested in controlling traffic. So if that's an out, you're going to look for this, it's not going to work, and I'm just going to make Phoenix look worse. So I would appreciate it if you take this serious.
Okay. All right. Like I said, hang tight for me for a few minutes. Let me run up to my office, get you that number, and I'll come back down. And this is you making a formal complaint, and this will get the ball rolling on my next steps, okay?
All right, now I'm about to give these officers a copy of the Constitution and a copy of the Arizona Citizen Survival Cards available at www.noid4u.com. So anyway, I want you to notice their reactions of both officers. There's little things I want you guys to pay attention to. Micro expressions. It's a term used in reading body language. Watch the officer in the pink shirt. He shakes his head no, right, when I present the Constitution. And then watch the reaction of the female officer and tell me what you think in the comments.
Here's a copy of the Constitution and the laws that apply for Arizona. You guys don't want a copy of the Constitution? Here's a copy of the Constitution and the laws that apply for Arizona. You guys don't want a copy of the Constitution?
Did you guys see that? You guys notice those little things? So those little things they're almost uncontrollable if you don't know how to identify what's going on with your body in a stressful situation. Officers should be trained to know what happens, the adrenaline dump, the tunnel vision, hearing, all these things happen when you get in a stressful situation, anyway, you get it. So let's move on.
Thank you. And then,
They refused.
and then hang tight for me, and we'll be back, okay?
I actually have a copy of the Constitution myself. So.
You keep it with you at all times?
I don't have it on me right now. But
All right, here it comes. Here's the whole point of this video. So right now, DirectD is going to ask a question, a very specific question. We see it asked a lot of times in cop watch videos, right? Can you name the 5 parts of the Constitution? And watch their reaction. And then I want you to watch the reaction of the officer in the next video. Compare and contrast.
I do.
You should keep. When you're
I challenge you to name the
done,
5 points of the First Amendment right now.
The 5 points
Alright.
of the First Amendment.
Come on back here.
you should. When you have that badge and gun on, please keep the Constitution with you. They turn down copies of the Constitution.
That's not surprising.
No.
Wow. I can't believe they turned down the Constitution. That blew my mind a little bit.
People aren't going to like that one.
So that happened, and as I was going home after DirectD and I parted ways, I was driving home. and I saw Officer Ron had somebody pulled over and decided to go live, and let's watch the difference in, you know, how one officer reacts to being questioned about the Constitution and the 5 parts of the Constitution, of the First Amendment, I should say. And wow, what a difference.
See if we can go take a look at what's going on.
Okay, friend. Yeah, just make sure you keep that on there, okay? Because if you're driving around, we don't know if it's stolen, right? Okay. Thank you.
And everything ends well. Everybody goes home.
Like an interview?
What's that, sir?
Maybe an interview.
What's going on, man?
Well, this vehicle right here, it was driving around without a license plate affixed to the rear. So at that point, we don't know if the vehicle's stolen or what the situation is. So
Awesome.
as you know, Arizona by statute, Title 28, you gotta have a license plate affixed to the rear of the vehicle at all times. So we don't know. It's a dangerous situation.
All right. Hey, thanks for talking to me.
Anytime.
Just a quick question.
I appreciate what you're doing too.
Really? That's awesome. What do you appreciate about it?
You know, just transparency.
That,
We're all about.
that's great. I appreciate that, man. Don't forget about the Constitution. I'm pushing for constitutional police reform in Arizona.
I love the Constitution.
All right, remember, less than an hour ago, we were at PSB with Direct D, and Direct D asked them about the 5 parts of the Constitution, and we saw their reaction. So here's the reaction of Officer Ron. Totally different. Good job, Officer Ron.
Let me ask you a question. Drive off if you don't know the answer.
Oh boy.
Can you say, do you know the 5 parts of the First Amendment?
I do not. Oh, you mean the First Amendment of the United States?
The First Amendment of the United States, there's,
Speech, religion, right?
yeah, there's 2 out of the 3.
Boy, you got me on. You're stumping me here. You put me on.
Assembly,
Assembly, what else?
press,
Press.
redress grievances.
You're good, man. You're good. I appreciate you.
Here's a
Thank you.
copy of the Constitution and the laws that apply for Arizona. You guys don't want a
I'm
copy
good
of
with
the
the
Constitution?
Constitution.
I do.
You should keep,
absolutely love
when
I
you're wearing
challenge
that
you to
badge
name the
and
5 points of the First Amendment right now.
the 5 points
Alright.
of the First Amendment.
Come on back here.
you should
Go back and learn that. Do me a favor, seriously. The first part of your oath is swear and affirm to what? The United States Constitution, right?
Yep.
How can you protect my rights if you don't know all parts of the first 5 of that first law, right?
Absolutely.
So please go back, learn those first 5. It's the most important we have.
Absolutely.
Alrighty?
Can I see your shirt? What's that say?
Suspicious person.
Available at noid4u.com.
Arizona Revised Statute 132412.
That's it.
Right?
That is it.
That's what you need. See, either that or 2895, right? Those are the only 2 ways you can get ID.
Right?
Right? What about the passenger? Can you ID all the passengers? What's that?
I can ask.
You can ask, but can you demand ID from a passenger?
Nope.
Nope. When can you demand ID from a passenger?
Well, if I find evidence of a crime in the vehicle.
Reasonable cause to believe that passenger has violated a section of Title 28.
You know, we need more guys like you on the force.
No, we need you guys on the force to learn. I mean, come on, think about that, right? The 2 laws that give you the power to ID somebody, those are the 2 laws that you guys use the most.
What's your name, sir?
My name's John, man.
Joe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Ron.
you too, brother. Ron? No, I mean that's all we really want, man.
I get it. Hey,
I'm not
completely get it.
I don't do this. I don't have a cop watch channel, right?
No, I know.
I just take the opportunity. But what got me? I'm going to tell you what put me here today was Officer Borovac of the Phoenix Police Department, who was criminally charged for assaulting me. Okay, that's what put me out here, and that's what get guys like me and citizens like me to be educated, right? And it's a scary time when the citizens know the laws better than our officers.
I do wish that they would, put on more classes for people to, give you as much knowledge as you clearly obtained over the years.
It's all the foundation of the Constitution, my brother. That's it.
But you also have to remember, we're humans.
Hey, I get you, brother. I get you. But when you put on that uniform, you have power. You have authority to take away freedoms and liberties.
That is true.
Either rightfully or wrongfully. And a lot of times emotion is the reason, or ego is a reason for that limiting of those freedoms of the citizens, right? It's not the law. It's not the law. It's the egos.
Possibility.
That's what happened to me. I'll speak from my personal experience, but I see it every day on the internet.
I get it.
But hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. I want you to go back out and fight some crime. And from what I saw, it looks like you were acting awesome with that guy. Hey, did you give him a ticket or anything?
Nope. Give him a warning.
Sweet. You're the bomb.
He had his plate in the vehicle.
We need more like you, sir.
Some educational context.
Hey, I just left PSB. I was supporting a friend. They refused to take a copy of the Constitution. Don't be like PSB. You have a great day.
You know what? Tonight I'm going to go ahead and review all that. Because you know what? You're right. You're absolutely correct.
I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely correct.
I appreciate you.
Fortunately, I won't be doing this too much longer, so.
Are you leaving Phoenix? You retiring?
Yeah.
Please don't.
I'm going back.
We need more like you.
I appreciate that.
We need more like you. Hey, do me a favor. Before you leave, make sure 3 officers know all 5 of the first part of that First Amendment. Before you leave, do me a favor.
I'm going to bring this up in briefing tomorrow. So.
You're awesome, brother. You're awesome. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Have a good day. Be safe out there. Go home to your family.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. So here's what I came away with, right? The PSB officers, I found their behavior very disappointing, if not disgusting. Now, Officer Ron, let's talk about that a little bit. Officer Ron, unfortunately, has been serving on the Phoenix PD for I don't know how long. He's going to be leaving us soon, and that's unfortunate. But even Officer Ron didn't know the 5 parts of the First Amendment of the Constitution. And that was sad. But here's what the good part, and here's what I really liked about Officer Ron. He was willing to have a conversation. He was willing to admit he didn't know everything and admit what he didn't know. And that was awesome. It was just a really great conversation where, you know, he walked away with something from a citizen. And we don't see that too often. And that was Officer Ron letting his ego down to have a conversation with somebody. And hey, call it like I see it. It was a beautiful thing. So, I mean, he even said he was going to take it back and share that experience with other officers at briefing. And what more can we ask for from that? So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to get better at some of this editing stuff. Man, hey, shout out to all you content creators out there who do this fabulous editing and, you know, all these drops and things. If you don't create content and you've never edited a video, you have no idea what it takes to put some of this stuff together. So shout out to all you content creators out there who take the time to edit and put together great educational content for us all to learn from. Please, lastly, go sign, link in the description for constitutional police reform. What is constitutional police reform? Number 1, mandatory constitutional training for all law enforcement in the academy and then ongoing throughout the career. Number 2, make it illegal for law enforcement to lie to you about your constitutional rights. And number 3, complaint forms and FOIA request forms in the lobby of every police station. If you guys support those 3 ideas, please click on the link below in the description for constitutional police reform and sign it and share it and share it and share it. Get all your friends to sign it. We don't want to see what's happening in Canada and around the world come home to America, do we? I mean, that tide is starting to turn, and we the people, you and me, we got to put a stop to it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be good humans.